Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you the some shading, just like I promised in that last video. So this is really quick and simple, but I'm gonna show you. So I have this quick sketch I did of Baymax. It's very simple, but we're gonna detail it. Um, anyway, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate this layer, and I'm going to lock it. Now, one thing that I need to do that I forgot is I need to make sure that all of the edges are closed off so that when I fill this, um, we won't have any running problems or yeah, anything like that. Okay, so that should work. Okay, so again, you guys have to apologize. I apologize because I have a cold. Um, So yeah, so anyway, let me change this background to red so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so we fill this in, 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 fill this in. Now, most of the time, you don't want to fill in a layer when you're, like you don't want to fill in your ink layer, but we're doing something actually very different. So we're actually going to brighten up this whole thing, because now what we did is we already um, we just did our first color layer that fast, so without having to go and get like a brush or something and try to fill it in and all that stuff. So we just did it just now. Now here is the here is the trick. This is what you guys will go nuts over. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate this layer again, but this time we are going to take it and we are going to make it completely black. Okay? Then we're going to come over here and we're going to drop the opacity on it. Okay? So just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our eraser, and we'll make sure you want your eraser very soft for this. So here's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to start erasing, let me see, about right there. I'm going to have the light coming from this angle. Well, mostly. So now we're just going to start erasing ever so lightly. So if you guys can actually see how fast you can actually get detail just by doing this quick, very quick little technique, it saves a lot of time. It's really awesome. And all we're doing is we're just erasing. So also too, I'm going to show you guys another trick. Let's just erase just a little bit more. So this way it's a little more controlled. It's a little more controlled if you were just like drawing, like taking a brush and kind of just drawing it all in. So yeah. So, and there's I mean, you can do this as much as you want. Okay, so now we kind of got it. Maybe we'll put a little bit more over here. Okay, so I think that looks decent. So now what we'll do is we'll grab the smudge tool because we want to make that smooth. So we'll just start kind of blending this all together. Just blend it. Blend it real good. So yeah, so just blend, blend. There we go. So see? Okay, so that's good enough for right now. Now what I want to do is I want to duplicate this layer again, and we're going to bring it all the way up to the top. Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. But let's go ahead and dump this. Let's see. Let's do a nice little pink. Okay, so there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop the opacity on that again. Now this is going to give it a nice kind of like little pink glow to it. But we're going to get the eraser though and just kind of erase just a little bit of it. You know, maybe we should make that a little bit stronger. Okay, about right there. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but it's just, it kind of gives it a really nice little a nice little tint to it, and I really like the way it looks. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to actually drop the opacity on our ink layer. There we go. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create another layer. And we'll leave this underneath about right. Yeah, we'll leave it about right there. And I'm going to darken that again. Drop the opacity on it. And then we're going to erase it again. So now we've got more of a three-dimensional look going on. Just come over here. We'll leave a little more shadow like around the edge on the neck. And there's one final step that I'm going to show you guys. That's actually going to help this drawing pop like a lot more. Okay, so let's just do this, make sure we get his fingers, brighten those back up. And right over here. Oh gosh. Sorry for the noise, but it is Monday morning. Okay, so there we go. So I'm liking the way this looks. So now, one of the last things that we're going to do, and you want this above all layers, above all. So now I just got my pen tool, and we're gonna add highlights. So I'm gonna come over here. Oops. Maybe make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, right on the edge. I'm on the edge. And we're going to just start highlighting the edges really easy. Just like that. We'll put a little bit here on his... Ooh, no. No! Okay, so we'll do that here, and a little right there on the arm. And you can come back with the blur tool if you want and like kind of just smudge that all together. And I don't like that. I need to clean that up. There we go. So just a few right there, and we'll do like some little, it's like some little reflective little spots right there on his fingers. Maybe one over there, and maybe even put a little highlight right here. Just a little bit. But you see how fast that was, you guys? Like, I mean, you get detail pretty quickly doing it this method, or doing it this way. So I want you guys to practice this. The drawing that I did, the one of the girl coming out of the water last week, or whenever you're watching this, it's the same method that I used for her doing it this way. Now I'm going to get the airbrush tool to make these highlights on his arm a little bit softer over here. That's still too harsh. I need to I see, sometimes you don't always want all of your highlights like super sharp. And my computer apparently thought I was talking to it. So my my Chromebook, I have it open right now, and it just randomly just started searching stuff. Okay, so maybe we'll add a little bit of that right there. And a little bit of that. You know, I'm glad I decided to go ahead and do this this video for you guys, because I think it's important for you guys to actually see the full step, like how it's how it's done and all that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, if you want, oh, one thing that's really important. Okay, check this out. So we have this final layer back here. Make sure you don't merge like this layer here with this layer or with this layer when their opacity is dropped, because if they do, here, I'll show you. Watch what will happen. See, then you just lost some values because it thinks that you're like, well, you want to merge this one with this one. So instead of this being 37, this changes it to the same as this one, which is 59. So you want whatever layer you're merging, you want it always to be solid, like 100. So now if I were to merge that, and that, it would all stay the same because the value is at 100, so it's not going to change. So yeah, just something really important to remember. Also too, a trick you can do if you want, well, actually no, I'm going to not do that right now. Okay, last thing I think I'm going to do is just the traditional way, just kind of add a little more shadow just with the airbrush tool. So maybe like just a little under his neck, just a little bit right there, and we'll add a little here on the edges, just because there's that tight space where his arm is touching his stomach, and you want that shadow right there. And we'll do the same right here. It's very light, it's very gentle, but it makes a big difference. And then we'll do it right here across his belly. And by doing this little trick, it actually helps add like dimension to it, or it makes it look like there's like the plates are actually like separated. So it makes things just not so flat, which is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and we'll do this here on his fingers. I really like this character. I'm not crazy about his voice in the actual movie. I kind of don't really like it, but it's a pretty cool looking character though. So good enough, I think. Just anyway, guys, I hope this video was I didn't really intend for it to go this long, but once I start drawing, I kind of just get stuck drawing and then just like nitpicking and just doing like, oh, I want to do this and do that, blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm going to end the video right here. Let me just merge all of these layers together. See how important our highlight layer is? You see that? Wait, let me scoot over it so you guys can see it better. There you go. Anyway, very important. So, oh yeah, if you're wondering why the eyes weren't affected, it's because I had them on the top layer all to themselves. Special them. You can even get rid of that, and it kind of has this cool, just, I don't know, very painted effect. But anyway, so I like it like this though, so I'm going to merge it. And might as well merge the eyes too. So there you go. So now I got Baymax on his own layer. And yeah, so that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And I know I'm taking a while to get back to Artist Legends, but I guarantee you that it will be up on Wednesday. I got really busy on Friday, so I wasn't able to upload it. But yeah. Anyway, so again, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Please let me know in the comments, too, if this video was helpful to you, if you feel like you learned anything, or if, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, talk to you guys later. I love you all, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.
you've got yourself something funky.